secret between Church and Dolores, there is a narrow strip of road that runs perpendicular through the block. Too tight for the crowd of cars, too wide to be a mere walking avenue. I imagine that in its horse-drawn heyday, it was filled with the creak of carriage and the clack of horseshoes. Now it stretches, mostly overlooked between the twin eclipse of townhouse after townhouse. 2/3 the way through it, one side opens, a wide chainmail mall of paved yards with elementary-sized basketball courts. It shares a single fence. Over the other side, the courtyard cemetery of the El Camino Real Mission spills into view. The bodies of would-be saints and long-past missionaries sleep here endlessly. And I wonder, when these ne'er-do-well angels were laid to rest, if they had any idea that the echo of children's laughter would haunt their dreams in the far-off future. Chula Street. You are the only alleyway that I have ever felt safe within in a city that I have always called home. And it probably has little to do with your proximity to a church, because I honestly fear what its cross-carrying card members would do to me given the chance. No. It probably has more to do with your name, Chula, as in the Spanish diminutive for cute, and you are certainly that, quiet and quaint, but I have seen you. Take on as many moods as I have had in this city, strained and rain-slicked, morphing into the mystical when you are fog-lined, lit by only a full moon overhead when the streetlights have blown or watched, with idle wonder as the dawn spread across the thin sliver of your mouth when I stumbled home at 3 a.m. Chula Street. Would that there were more streets like you in my city, and less filled with the noisome clash of 6th Street racket, the abandoned needlepoint gutters of the Mission singling the price of human degradation. Today, I watched a man's halo knocked off his head when a car, trying to run the tail end of a yellow across Mission and 16th, collided with him. He was winded, his bicycle a pair of twisted metal rings on the road, the dented car door a pair of devil horns sagging in the crosswalk. Then, the open wail of a fire engine filled the air before it blew through the intersection. No real warning for its manifestation as sirens come so often here. They are like an endless emergency of birdsong chatter in the spring. Their standstill was in the narrow margin of mist collision. I didn't stop. Barely had time to notice what had happened until I saw you unfold silence in your alleyway arms, blocks away from the confusion. I stopped then, sat outside the reach of your saint-filled sanctuary and counted my blessings that I had not actually witnessed an accidental death, even though I had been guilty of purposely willing my own to approach Chula Street. California grandfather clock, heirloom of our forgotten history, paradox of new life and old death intersecting in an alleyway. Could you hold me? Just for a moment in the cloister of your claustrophobia and offer me a peaceful place free of the fear of passers-by, while I hang my head to cry.